Hey guys, it's Joan's mom, and I'm so sorry I haven't been here in like 3 weeks because I haven't been able to like make videos and like edit them because like the past 3 weeks I've just been so overwhelmed with school and I've just been so busy with like family plans now that Thanksgiving is actually, let me take a step back. It's not even Halloween yet. So forget all of that. But so before we get started, I have such great news to share with you guys. On my first video, I told you guys that I just got back from, I think it was, last video or the video before that, I said that I had an interview with a company that I just started working for these past 3 weeks, and I got the job. And obviously, but I've been working with them for 3 weeks, and I've been so happy and so excited to be working with them because it's great experience and it's a great opportunity for like college applications and like what I want to major in college and what field I want to go into when I grow up. So the past few weeks I've been very overwhelmed and very stressed with school, so I decided that I should give you guys 5 tips on how to do well in school, in high school or in middle school, or even in college if you're watching my channel if you're a college student. But before I get started, if you guys may wonder, like, this is a totally different location. It's actually my bedroom, but because like I have like the window here and it's just facing me, so I think that's like better lighting than the one downstairs where like the background is like the sunlight. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys don't think I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like in a different location. So let's just get started. So the first tip that I want to give you guys is I very much encourage you guys to use an agenda book or a planner to write down like all your assignments or all your like major assignments that are like due in a couple of weeks or like a couple of days, or you can write down your projects. So I really encourage you guys because it's such a like hassle to like remember like, oh, this assignment is due tomorrow and this assignment is due like on Friday, or you have this test on this day and then you have another test on this day, especially if you're like in middle school and high school and you have to balance between like 7 classes. So I'm using At a Glance agenda book, and I use it like all the time. I use it like every day to write down like all of my assignments. In fact, like the month of October has been such a busy month. Like I have like a test on Tuesday for math, and then I have a test on bio for Friday. So, and now that like the quarter is about to end, it's like, oof, it's such a like stressful week, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a stressful week this coming week. So yeah, and you practically have like the month of this month. So pretend it's like it's October, so I have like the month of October, and then that's like the first page, and then you have like the dates and everything and then you can write your assignments. I have like my assignments written here, and so I really encourage you guys to use it. And At a Glance is quite expensive actually, but I think it's worth the price because if you're gonna use it a whole year, then you might as well just use it, right? So the second tip I have for you is always ask questions. And I know that like us students always get this comment from teachers or your parents, but I think it is actually a very important like tip to give to your like students or like your child, because it's very important. And like sometimes I'm afraid to ask a question because I think it's like a stupid question, but you know, no question is stupid if it means it's gonna help you, right? Like one time I was in Spanish class and I asked a stupid question, but who said my Spanish teacher was like, "Oh, that's such a stupid question, Angelique." And like I told my favorite teacher, and she was like, "No question is stupid. You just asked a dumb person a question." So you know, obviously she's gonna think it's a dumb question, but yeah, no one likes that teacher apparently. But I don't have her anymore, so it's good. But yeah, always ask questions. No question is stupid. And you know, what question you may ask might be a question that someone else wanted to ask but is too afraid. So you just made someone's day by asking that question. So the third tip I'm going to give you is dream high and set goals for yourself. And you know, like teachers as well say this to us all the time, but you know, it's a proven fact that if you set rules, and not rules but like goals for yourselves, it will like get you to strive to get to that goal. So for example, now that the quarter is ending, if you say, oh, I want to get straight A's this quarter, so you set that goal, right? But then you take the small goals that you have, there's like the small things that you will do to get to that goal. And it doesn't have to be a long-term goal. It may be a short-term goal. So it's like a long-term goal may be like, oh, I want to get into this college. But then your short-term goal will be, oh, what is it gonna take to get into that college? So it may be, okay, I want to go to this college. What are the requirements to get into that college? So a good GPA. And then the good GPA is the short-term goal. And then what's the short-term like things that you're gonna do to get to that short-term goal? So you just have to like plan things out. And I'm doing that now with like, okay, I want to go to this university. I'm not gonna say where, but this university that I really want to go to. And then but to be able to get into that university, I have to have this certain GPA. And so I have to work for it. So maybe checking Edline every day. So an Edline is like an online website where you can check your grades, and then like meeting with my teachers if I'm not satisfied with the grade that I got for a certain assignment, or like getting help and tutored, and asking questions and using the planner, some things like that, just to reach for your goal. And dream high. No dream is too high for you not to reach. Like every dream is reachable just as long as you put your mind to it. Such a cliche quote, but it's true. So the fourth tip I'm gonna give you is don't procrastinate. Do not procrastinate. I am 100% guilty of this, but like every single day, my mom always comes into my room and is like, Angelique, you should start your homework already. Like it's already 6 o'clock. And it's just like, well, I mean, I get things done, but I always get things done last minute, which is a really bad habit. But I'm trying to work on it. Everyone has something to work on. So, like, I know it's so easy. I get so easily distracted. Like, I always try to turn off my phone when I'm doing my homework so that, like, I don't get notifications from my friends or, like, texting me. Because once I have, like, a notification, I'll just go on my phone and text them back. And then, 1 minute leads to another that I'm not doing my homework. I'm just texting. So it's really a bad habit, but like always try to not get so distracted, because it's not gonna help you at the end. Like my mom always wants me to be in bed by 10:45, and sometimes it doesn't happen because now that I have work, it's hard to balance like homework and work. But I only work 3 hours because it's like the limited time for the lab. So I get home at like a certain time, which is pretty late, and then I have to eat dinner still and then do homework, and those are the times where I can't get distracted. So last tip I'm gonna give you, number 5, is make time for yourself and don't worry. I, for myself, always get worried about the littlest things, like getting a B in a class, or like I bombed the test, and that one test brought my grade from an A to a B. And, those kinds of things always stress me out. And my friends are always like, come on, just chill, okay? You still have enough time to bring it up. And, like, I tend to make time for myself on the weekends, because the weekdays are so, like, busy and so, like, I have to do this, I have to do that in the weekdays. So I always try to make time for myself on the weekends, because those are the times when I have time for myself. And I usually don't do homework Fridays and Saturdays, so I always do my homework on Sundays. So always try to make like having stress relief. So when I get really stressed during the weekdays, I always try to like put earphones on and like listen to music. And I tend to blast my music when I'm really stressed, which is really bad. But I only do it a couple of times when I'm like really stressed, so it's not like I'm doing it every day. And then like apparently you can get like adult coloring books and color, because it's not like kids books where it's just like really easy pictures. It's kind of like abstract art that you have to really like put effort into it. So apparently it's a stress relief, and so I'm thinking about getting one actually, because I need to get any kind of thing to help me not get too stressed to like self-destruct. I leave you with this verse that I find very important in my life, because That's what made me a Christian. It's Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans for you, says the Lord, plans for good and not for bad, plans to give you hope and a future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!